Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to Westside High School, home of the Westside Warriors today. We have a top 10 matchup here at Warrior Field between the number one ranked Westside Warriors coming in with a record of 19-2, hosting the Millard South Patriots, coming in at number 6 with a record of 11-7. My name is Hunter Vailpeck. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today. A little bit of a late start. This game was scheduled at a 7 o'clock start time, but our JV game ran a little long. That game went going overtime. We had a little teacher appreciation before this, and then doing warm-ups right now. So about 10 minutes away from the projected start time of around 7:35, 7:40, but a top 10 matchup nonetheless will be played between two really good teams in state, but it has been the Westside Warriors show. They have come out the gates hot at 19-2. They were 11-15 last year. And under first-year head coach Jason Shockey, they have completely turned it around, including most recently a 12-game win streak, a Frank Ryan Invitational Championship, knocking off the former number one team Lincoln East, and then knocking off Elkhorn South and Millard North on the same day on Saturday to win the Metro Championship. And one of those key factors behind that was Duncan Hansen. Only a sophomore. He is on the bump tonight. He will also hit third, but he has been lights out. He is second in Class A in home runs, third in the state in home runs with 25 RBIs, and a .361 batting average. And this is only a sophomore, so you still have a lot of time to go with this guy. But Westside warming up right now. We'll get you the stats for Hansen real quick. On the bump for Millard South, coming in at 11-7. Will be Charlie Harding. Millard South has had themselves a pretty solid season, other than what their record would say. But overall, 11-7 is a really good record. And coming into the day, they have the chance to knock off the number one team in the state right now. Rankings are as followed, with Westside at 1, Lincoln East at 2, Millard North at 3, who Westside will be hosting here next Tuesday, so we hope you guys can tune in for that one. And I mistake myself. Millard South is 12-7. They won yesterday against Omaha North. On the bump will be Charlie Harding. He's 3-2 this season on 6 appearances, a 2.67 ERA for him. And he will have a tall task to face against this really good Westside lineup led by Duncan Hansen, but they also have a lot of other players in the tank, such as Brayden Hosey, who's going to bat leadoff today, Ben Everroad, CJ Shockey, Andrew Taggy, a lot of these other guys that can hit bombs. Hansen, by ERA, is technically the worst pitcher on the team. 0-1 on the year, with that loss coming to Elkhorn South, where the offense did not score at all. 4 appearances, has allowed 11 earned runs, which is the most on the team. So if Millard South can keep playing their game, they can jump on Hansen early and do a good job at that. Keys to the game for Westside: get out in front early. They have been dominating these games where they've gotten out just to a couple runs in the first inning or two. Keeping the barrel silence on the other side. Millard South, a very good power hitting team. They just got to keep those barrels silent, keep the ball on the ground and in play, and then finish every play through. Defensively, has been a little bit of an up and down season, but overall the Warriors are a pretty good defensive team nonetheless. For Millard South, keep the ball in play. Westside, 11 homers on the season, 5 of them coming from Hansen, and 6 players combined hitting home runs. Attack the zone. Got to throw strikes to beat this team, but you got to throw them on that outside half of the plate and have a patient approach. Westside could definitely be one of the teams that can throw a lot of balls to you. And if they can be patient at the plate, they will do a good job. Thank you guys for tuning into the pregame show. Millard South will take the field real quick, and we will have baseball action coming up in about 5 minutes. You're watching baseball here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back to WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valick. Thank you guys for joining us here today. After a bit of a lengthy delay, we finally will have baseball action as Sugar Ray will announce the starting lineups.
Braden Hosey, batting second, left fielder number 7, Ben Everode. Third in line, pitching number 16, Duncan Hansen. In the cleanup spot, it's the catcher, number 21, C.J. Shockey. Batting fifth, third baseman number 15, Jacob Schleifer. Sixth in the lineup, second baseman number 1, Liam Cronican. Batting seventh, center fielder number 3, Andrew Taggy. Batting eighth in the lineup, designated hitter number 13, Kai Frederick. And batting ninth, right fielder number 12, Easton Lund. On the mound tonight, check that is Duncan Hunt. 10th in the lineup, there we go, first baseman number 5, Ben Weiss.
Those were your starting lineups presented by our man Sugar Ray. Duncan Hansen on the bump for today for the Warriors. 0-1 in 4 appearances. In those appearances, he's pitched 12 and a third, 12 runs, 11 of them earned on 15 hits, 9 strikeouts to 9 walks. We'll also give you the Millard South lineup.
Third in the lineup, and catching number 12, Carson Durr. Batting fourth, left fielder number 7, Brady Burrick. Batting fifth, the shortstop number 2, Jackson Apin. Batting sixth, right fielder number 8, Owen Quickenbush. Seventh in the lineup, designated hitter number 27, Garrett Ketterer. Batting eighth, first baseman number 11, Caden Pennings. And batting ninth, third baseman number 14, Gavin Christensen. On the mound, number 32, Charlie Harding. The Patriots coached by head coach Greg Gary, assisted by Brian Solzman, Paul Grant, Trent Rankin, Mike Cross, and Ethan Langfelder. Again, leading off, center fielder number 23, Braden Sweeney.
Braden Sweeney will lead off the game for Millard South to begin the day. First pitch by Duncan Hansen is taken low for a ball, and we are off from Warrior Field 44 minutes past our opening start time. So a little delay, but baseball action on nonetheless. 1-0 is fouled back to the screen. It is 1-1. Hansen just mentioned his stats previously. Highest ERA on the team, but in his only loss of the season held Elkhorn South to only 1 run. But his offense couldn't help him and was tagged for one of the 2 losses the Warriors had this season. That pitch is high. It's 3-1. Sweeney up to the dish, having a very good start to the season so far, hitting .280 in the lineup, in the leadoff spot. 14 hits, that one is popped up foul and out of play. Sweeney wearing number 23 from the left-handed batter's box. CJ Shockey, the catcher, giving signs. Hansen likes what he sees. Sets, deals. That one crushed foul. That one's going to go a long way down the line. Westside in their script, kind of City Connect white. White hat, white trousers, and a white jersey with red lettering. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hansen gets the K to begin the game. Beautiful work by the sophomore. Logan Wick, the next guy up, playing second base today, 341, 14 hits in 41 at-bats. First pitch taken for a strike. Millard South coming into the day at 12-7, looking for a marquee win. That one grounded off of Wicket's foul. For Millard South, they are in their away navy blues with white trousers and red hats. Swing and a miss, strike 3, back-to-back punch-outs for Duncan Hansen, and a good start for him as the infield going around the horn for the second time today. Carson Durr in the 3-hole spot. 256 for him, already with a homer for him on the season. contributing one of the 6 homers to this Millard South lineup. First pitch by Hansen was outside for ball. It's 1-0. Next offering, ground ball back up the middle. Cronican gets it. Long throw to first. Scooped out by Weiss, and a beautiful play in the hole for the second baseman Cronican. As Hansen strikes out 2 to begin the game. Millard South goes down 1-2-3. Westside with the opportunity to strike in the bottom of the first. 0-0 after the top of first. Welcome back to WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valepick. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today as we have a 0-0 ball game through the top of the first. Westside, an opportunity to strike in the bottom half. Braden Hosey, Ben Everroad, and Duncan Hansen will be the 3 batters to begin Westside's evening. Charlie Harding, the pitcher, on for the Patriots. Third best ERA on the team as a sophomore. Pitching .267, 3-2 on him through the year, through 6 appearances. 18 1/3, allowing 18 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 13 strikeouts to 7 walks. So a definite challenge for the Warriors. Braden Hosey to lead off.
Number 10, Braden Hosey.
And the 5-tool athlete switch hitter batting from the left-handed side. Harding readies himself, pitches. And that one's fouled back. Hosey launching after the first pitch. It's 0-1. Hosey committed to Lindenwood. Harding's next offering taken for a strike, just clipping the outside edge. Early deficit here for Hosey, down 0-2. That one low. Harding readies himself, delivers again. Hosey, a sharp ground ball to the second baseman. Thrower to first is in time from Wick to Pennings over at first for out number 1. Ben Everroad next up.
Left fielder number 7, Ben Everroad.
Ben Everroad, another player with the homer on this squad, takes strike 1. Next offering fouled back to the screen. Charlie Harding listed by Preps Baseball as one of Millard South's top underclassmen as a sophomore. 2.67 ERA coming in to this ball game. Making quick work of Braden Hosey, the first batter, already up 0-1 on Ben Everroad. Next offering taken for a strike. And Harding has done a good job early. Scratches that. That was strike 3. I thought that one was 0-2, but right there, he gets the punch out. And now it'll be Duncan Hansen to step up to the dish. Coming into the day with 5 homers on the year against Harding. Maxing out his fastball at around 85 miles an hour. First offering taken for the strike. You can see her, Hansen, 5 homers on the year with a .361 average, 25 RBIs. Looking to get this offense a spark. Next one outside, it's 2-0. Hansen's foot on the far end of the batter's box, partway to the catcher. 3-0. And they've just been giving him everything away. Hansen, another switch hitter on this team, batting from the left side. Looking to be the Warriors' first base runner of the game. That one finally taken for a strike, as Harding finally gives one to him. And scratch that, it's 2-2 the count. Hansen affirming, and yeah, it is 2-2. Scoreboard said 3-1. It is now 2-2. Next offering, grounded through the shortstop. Long throw over to first, and that was just a tough play from the start for Appin in the third base shortstop hole as Hansen on with a single. Adding to his lucrative season so far this year, as he will get a pinch runner over there at first base. Ty Hanna will go over and pinch run.
Pinch running number 6, Ty Hanna. Now batting, the catcher, number 21, C.J. Shockey.
C.J. Shockey next up. Was the first Warrior to homer this season in their loss to Lincoln Southwest. Hanna off for second, pitches a strike. Throw down's a good one, but not in time. Took a little too many hops getting down there, and Hanna slides in safely. A stolen base for him. That is his 10th on the year. Westside, their 70th stolen base this season. Very good running team. Shockey, the cleanup hitter. That one taken for a ball.
I asked them to put these in order numerical so I could find things a hell of a lot easier. They're not. I must have to reiterate stuff around here.
Harding steps off. 1-1 the count. Next offering to Shockey, grounded foul off of his forearm. Count now at 1-2. Harding 1 strike away from getting out of this inning with a runner, leaving a runner in scoring position for the Warriors. Hanna leads off a second. Appin holding him on. Next offering fouled away. Shockey staying alive here at 2-1 at 1-2. Between a top 10 showdown here at Warrior Field. And for Westside, it's going to be a very big couple of weeks coming down the stretch of the season, playing top 10 Millard South team. Next offering runs inside on Shockey, 2-2. They got the Papio invite this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Coming back Monday to here at Westside to play Lincoln Standing Bear. We'll have that action for you here on the WTV Live Network. Then the next day playing number 3 Millard North. Shockey pops that one up behind the dish. Not playable though for the catcher, Durr. Shockey staying alive here at 2-2. Millard North action will also be here on the WTV Live Network. So a lot of baseball still left to be played for these Warriors at 19-2, looking to make it 20-2 here today. Harding steps off and will reset. Harding again, popped up foul. C.J. Shockey will not give up on this plate appearance. He is working harding. And that's what Westside needs to do to win, is to wear down these starting pitchers and jump on these bullpen guys. The 2-2. That one crushed deep into left field. Going back a couple steps in front of the warning track to make the catch is Perch out there in left field. He was already playing way back as that ball driven out about 320 feet to about the track. So no runs for the Warriors. They get a hit, but it is all knotted up at 0 going to the second inning.
Leading off the cleanup batter, left fielder number 7, Brady Burrick.
Brady Perk up to the dish, leading off the inning for Millard South after they went down in order in the top of the first. First pitch to Perk is a strike. Next offering, taken inside. Highest batting average on the team at .422. 2 homers for him on the season along with 3 triples. 15 extra base hits for him on the year. He cuts through that one. 1-2. So combined 1 hit in that top half of the inning. It was Hansen. Chopped ground ball. Weiss flipping to Hansen. Perk running it out, but Hansen there to cover the bag. Usually at first base, it's Ben Weiss over there today. But a clean play for the first out.
Fifth in the lineup, the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Apen.
Jackson Apen up to the dish next. Also another Patriot with 2 homers on the season. First pitch, right at the numbers, taken for a strike. Appen committed to Wayne State along with Logan Wick. They have a slew of commits as that one grounded to Cronican. Second base loses his shoe, but makes the out nonetheless. Went over to the hole to get it. Dropped 1 shoe, but got the out. As I was saying before that, Millard South with 6 commits.
Right fielder, number 8, Owen Quakenbush.
Braden Swaney the most out there, committed to Kansas State. Same school as Westside's Marcus Chandler. As that one dinked out in the center field, that's a base hit for Quakenbush. As he will tally Millard South's first hit of the night.
Designated hitter number 27, Garrett Kidder.
Garrett Kidder coming up next. Kidder 500 on the year, only 10 at bats, so pretty small sample size for him. First one fought off away, 0-1. Runner at first base, 2 outs. No score here in the top of the second. Hansen, quick pitches. Outside, Shockey made a nice catch to keep it from going to the backstop, 1-1. Hansen once again sets, delivers. Ground ball. Diving stop by Hosey, but gets through for a base hit. It was a good effort by Hosey, losing the hat and glasses. But an even better hit by Kidder to get it through that side. First and second.
Patriots first baseman number 11, Caden Pennings.
Caden Pennings, first baseman today for the Patriots, once again batting from the left-handed side. Patriots having a lot of lefties in this lineup against the right-handed pitching Hansen. So he'll step off, look the runners back, and will engage once again on the mound. First and second, 2 outs. First runner in scoring position opportunity today for Millard South, looking to get on the board. Another step off by Hansen, getting himself recomposed. Out of all the pitching staff, he has the highest ERA on the team. See if he can get out of a jam. First pitch, just off the edge of the zone. It's 1-0. Penning's the 8-hole hitter. Next up will be Gavin Christensen at the 9-hole hitter. He would come up with the bases loaded. And if it can turn over to the top of the lineup, Braden Sweeney. Sweeney, always a big threat, the Kansas State commit, as that one swung on and missed for strike 1. Along with him, Blake McAndrews and Carson Durr both committed to UNO. Brody Perk committed to Johnson County Community College. And Logan Wick and Jackson Appun committed to Wayne State for Millard South. That one taken for a strike, catching just a glimpse of the outside edge. Cronican holding the runner on second. Now backing away. 1-2. One strike away from getting out of this jam. Pitch. Ground ball fouled. Game getting all ready to a halt. Hansen ready with the 1-2 offering. Fires, swung on, again fouled away. Heading towards the school. And 1-2, the count still. Cronican gets back into his second base spot. Fielder's ready. Hansen pitches that one, driven high in the air, deep out into right center. Going back on it to make the catch. Out there in right field is Easton Lund running it down in the gap. So some nice fielding by the Warriors to save Hansen from a jam. As Easton Lund making a nice running grab out there in right field. No runs for the Patriots, Westside, and the Patriots tied going to the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth in the lineup, third baseman, number 15,
Jacob Schleifer will lead off the bottom of the second here for the Warriors. 0-0 the score. 3 hits combined, 2 coming from Millard South in the last inning. Westside getting 1 in the top of the first via Duncan Hansen. Schleif fouls off the first pitch. It is 0-1 for the junior. Do a sport athlete in football, played quarterback behind Braylon Warren as he grounds one. Couple hops to the shortstop, throwing over to first for the out. Appun there in the hole to make the play. As 1 out recorded, Liam Cronican next up.
6th in lineup, second baseman, number 1, Liam Cronican.
Cronican, one and only homer this season coming against Grand Island. Punched one out into left field. The wind, not much of a factor today as it was in that game. But a beautiful day for baseball nonetheless. We'll have baseball under lights here pretty soon once the sun sets. Next ball is outside, 2-0. Quickly here on Cronican. Harding sets, delivers. Ground ball off of the foot of Cronican. It'll be a strike, but luckily not an out as Gavin Christensen over at third was ready to sling it over to first. Cronican in from the right-handed batter's box, right on right. Pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. Harding and Cronican 2-2 the count. Westside already out here in the bottom half of the second. Next offering, that one crushed in the air, deep in the right center. Going back, track, wall. See ya later. Liam Cronican out into left center field, clears the deck for a cannonball home run. A huge hit for the Warriors to get them up 1-0 as Cronican bats his second of the year. Wind didn't need that one as that one lifted out to about 390 feet to left center.
Number 3, Andrew Taggy.
Andrew Taggy up next. First offering, Taggy drives in the right center. That one going back to the track and ran down in near the wall by Owen Quakenbush. Kai Frederick up next.
Designated hitter number 13, Kai Frederick.
He is the DH for today. But the Warriors on top 1-0 via Liam Cronican's home run out into left center field. It is the 12th this season by the Westside Warriors. More than doubling their homers from last season. That one is low. It's 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on with the Warriors, leading by a run. Frederick coming over from playing basketball this season. That one into the gap. Appun, long throw over the first, not in time. Frederick beat it out. Little slapper into the shortstop hole. As Easton Lund, who made a nice defensive play to get Westside out of a jam.
Right fielder number 12, Easton Lund.
He has the best batting average on the team with over 30 plate appearances, hitting .406. Pick off back to first, not in time. So Westside continuing their bomb streak here today. Next offering the one. taken outside 1-0. One, not much of a power hitter with his short stature, but can definitely get one into the gap. And if he gets one anywhere away from the field or a little dinky swinging bunt, he'll definitely beat it out. Next one low, Frederick retreats to first. 2-0. Frederick has 4 stolen bases on the year. Could be a threat to steal, but taking a short lead off of first, another pickoff, not in time. In high school, they do not have a rule against how many times you could pick off somebody. Next pitch, swung on and missed. 2-1. Two and one the count. Easton Lund, a number 9 hole hitter, up to the dish. Westside up 1-0 via the Liam Cronican home run. Frederick off for second. Hit and run action planned by Shockey, but Lund fouled it away. 2-2 the count. Twos across the board with 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 outs. Also 2 here in the second inning, with each side with 2 hits. Next one, in the dirt, full count. Full count. Frederick off on the pitch. That one high and inside. One will take his base. As the lineup resets, Braden Hosey up to the dish with ducks on the pond.
The lineup, shortstop number 10, Braden Hosey.
Hosey coming in from the left-handed side. First pitch fouled down the left field line and out of play. 1-0. Hosey grounded out to second in his last at-bat. First and second, 2 outs. Millard South looking to get out of a jam. Already given up a run, just got to limit the damage as much as they can. Next offering taken outside for a ball. Count evened up at 1-1. Hosey's dad, Dwayne, playing in the major leagues for a few seasons with the Red Sox and the White Sox. Good amount of major league time for a couple of seasons as that one's away. 2-1. Lots of baseball in the Hosey family. As a pitching meeting will come out, mound visit by Millard South head coach Greg Gary. And we'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network as that will take their mound visit. Mount visit over. 2-1 the count here against Hosey. Westside looking to cash in with a couple runners on base. Hosey has had 1 homer this season. A little dinker out into right field. Next offering. Ooh, fouled away into the Warrior dugout. The players in the dugout are not happy with Braden Hosey. Look like Peyton Wayne over there getting a little startled. Count 2-2 now. Next offering, low, full count against Hosey. Runners will be off on the pitch. Anything into the gap here will most likely score 2, barring any huge throws from the outfield. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hosey down on strikes, and the Warriors leave 2 on base. Going to the third inning, Liam Cronican with a solo slam. Warriors up 1-0.
Third baseman, number 14, Gavin Christensen.
Gavin Christensen, the 9-hole hitter, will lead off for Millard South to begin the top of the third. 1-0 lead in favor of Westside. Both teams with a pair of hits. But the Warriors, counting in the stat, what matters is runs as Christensen swings on the first pitch and drives one into left field for a base hit. So an early runner for the Patriots as they have a nice start to the third inning. It'll be the K-State commit Braden Swaney up next.
Fielder, number 23, Braden Sweeney.
A lot of these Omaha recruits liking K-State. Marcus Chandler on Westside. He's out for the year, but committed to K-State prior to his injury. Along with some others in the area, such as Cordell Klinkingbeard of Papio South. That one outside. It is 1-1. There have been a lot of good recruits going to colleges around the country. A couple I can think of: Bubba Day going to Florida State, Matthew Gorman, Papio South going to Miami. Lots of talent around the metro area. So we have a stoppage of play. The lights going on the soccer field. Playing girls soccer up there. Swaney readies himself. Same with Hansen. The 1-1. Taken for a ball, 2-1. Swaney, 280 on the year for him. Still without a homer, but has a couple doubles and a couple of triples. Outside 3-1. Millard South controlling the pace right now. Next one, first strike. Full count. Full count. Runner on first is Christensen. Strike 3. Got him looking. Swaney down on strikes with a backwards K. His second of the day. 1 out. Clutch out for Hansen.
Number 3, Logan Wick.
Logan Wick. Pick off back to first on time. That one, fly ball out into right field. Lunn ranging towards the line into foul ground near the bullpen to make the catch for out number 2. Christensen retreats to first base. Hansen settling in for the second out of the inning as Carson Durr will come up the UNO commit.
Next up for the Patriots, the catcher number 12, Carson Durr.
1-0 game here in the top of the third. Run on first, 2 outs for Duncan Hansen. Nobody warming up in the pen for the Warriors, so it is all gas and goes currently for Duncan. As he takes a ball outside, it's 1-0. Durr, 256 for him this season. 15 RBIs as the runner's off for second. Fouled away, the hit and run doesn't work. As Durr will go take his base. Catcher's interference called against C.J. Shockey. Pinch runner over at first base. There is going to be a pinch runner over at first base for Millard South. Can't see his number. We'll get it to you here in a second. Brody Perk up next. Runners on first and second as Hansen steps off. Tying run over at second in Christensen as that ball is swung on, crushed high in the night sky. Under it is Taggy out in center field to make the catch to end the top half of the third. Another 2 stranded for Millard South as they go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third.
Number 7, Ben Everett.
Ben Everett will lead off the bottom of the third. In a 1-0 game, the Warriors are leading after Liam Cronican hit an absolute tank out into left center. 1-0 on Everett. Harding still in the game for Millard South. Taken first strike, it's 1-1. That one fouled back. 1-2 now the count. Harding at 44 pitches right now. See how long Millard South will keep him out there for. Next one outside, 2-2. Everroad, hitting .404 this season with a homer, 7 extra base hits, ground ball, back up the middle, diving, but making it through for the base hit. Everroad on first base with a single. Good effort there in the hole by Jackson Appon. But a base hit nonetheless for Everroad to get the inning started for the Warriors. And the most feared hitter on the Warriors coming up next, Duncan Hansen, won NEB Nebraska Prep Baseball Player of the Week, hitting 3 home runs over last week. Pickoff back to first, not in time. Hansen from the left-handed batter's box looking to make it 6 homers for him on the season. And they have just been pitching outside. They are afraid to pitch to Duncan Hansen right now. Runner on first base, an RBI opportunity for number 16 in white. Another pickoff back to first. And you got to think here, this pickoff action, this cat and mouse game over at first base, got to try to upset Hansen's rhythm. Next offering, runner off for second, hit and run on. And we've seen that a lot of times. Weak contact going foul. Count is evened up at 1 apiece. Game started about 45 minutes later than it originally was. Should be about an hour and a half through the game, but only about 45 minutes, and we're in the third inning. Teacher Appreciation Night here at Warrior Field. Did a little pregame ceremony for all the teachers that every baseball player selected from the varsity roster all the way down to the reserve. 54 teachers selected, and they were honored before the game, before everybody took the field. 1-2, pick off the first, not in time. Hansen down 1-2 in the count. Most likely going to try to go outside. Harding on the far left side of the rubber. Ground ball softly hit. They're going to take the short way over to first for the out. Logan Wick over there at second base making the play. Everroad advancing up to second, so productive out for Hansen nonetheless. CJ Shockey next up to the dish.
The catcher, number 21, CJ Shockey.
Shockey was the first Warrior to hit a homer this season. Currently the only one he has this season, but major pop. The transfer from Bellevue West coming over with his dad. First pitch, a strike to Shockey. It's 0-1. Runner scoring position with 1 out. Shockey hitting .388 coming into today. 26 hits for him this season. Very productive for his junior year. Fouled back to the screen. 0-2 the count. Shockey in protect mode. Next deal is high and inside at Shockey's head, 1-2. The score. Each team with 3 hits here in the third inning. Another deal to Shockey, swing and a miss. Slider got him. Foul tipped into the mitt. 2 outs. We'll bring up Jacob Schleifer. Dual sport athlete, played quarterback this season for the football team behind Missouri commit Braylon Warren. Many of these athletes on the baseball roster are dual sport athletes. Jacob Schleifer plays football. Andrew Taggy plays football. Kai Frederick plays basketball. led the state for a little bit of time in three-point percentage in basketball, peaked at 57% from three-point this season. Ty Hanna played football. He was the starting punter. Burke Brown played football this season. You have a lot of guys going down the roster, dual sport athletes, primarily in football. 0-1 against Schleif. Line drive back up the middle. It's a base hit. Green light from Shockey as Everroad will zoom to the plate and slide in feet first. Jacob Schleifer with a big base hit and an insurance run for the Warriors as they go up 2-0. Schleif getting some love from the dugout. Much deserved as the man of the hour, Liam Cronican, up to the dish.
Number 1, Liam Cronican.
And I don't know how much I can fact check this, but I do not know the last time a Westside player has gotten 2 homers in a game. 2015, told by our PA commentator Sugar Ray. That one outside for a ball. Westside winning the Metro Championship for the first time since 2015. Coincidentally, was the last year Westside won a state title in baseball. In the last one under Drew Grego. Ground ball back to the shortstop. Played in the hole, long throw to first, and they got him. Cronican goes 6-3 for the putout, and that's the side retired. But Schleif drives in an RBI, 2-0 after 3. Going to the top of the 4th, Westside. 2-0 lead.
For the Patriots. Number 2, Jackson Apin.
Jackson Apin up to the dish with nobody on and nobody out. The leadoff man to begin this 4th inning, trying to get Millard South some offense. First pitch is fouled. Apin committed to Wayne State, along with his teammate Logan Wick, who bat earlier in the lineup at second. But both of them playing middle infield. Wick at second, Apin at shortstop. Next offering by Hansen, grounded over towards the west side dugout, foul. Hosey will get it, go get it from his shortstop position. 0-2 the count. Next one, driven deep into left field. Everroad there, camping under it for the first out. Clean play by Everroad for the first out. As Owen Quakenbush will dig in next. Westside, a couple pitchers down in the pen, loading up just in case Hansen gets in a pickle here. Hansen's next offering, driven down the right field line, heading towards the bullpen and hitting the shed foul. Hansen at 42 pitches right now. Pitched against Elkhorn South on Saturday. Didn't reach his pitch limit. which has allowed him to pitch here tonight. The 1-1. Taken for a strike. One and two from Duncan Hansen. Sets fires. Just about an inch off the zone. 2-2. It's got to be a time eventually where they'll bring ABS to the high school level. Brought it to the major leagues this year. Offering, swung on and missed, strike three. Hansen, another punch out. 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
Number 27, Garrett Kidder.
Garrett Kidder batting from the right-handed side. First offering by Hansen, taken for a ball, 1-0. Kidder got on base in his last at-bat with a base hit. Put his at-bat batting average over 500 this season. That is now 1-1. Top 10 matchup here at Warrior Field. 2-0 lead in favor of Westside. Taken high for 2-1. We've got a couple more games on deck next week. Monday night will be live here on the WTV Live Network. Westside with their senior night against Lincoln Standing Bear. Nice sliding stop in the hole by Hosey. Long throw over to first. Not in time. You could not play any better than that if you're Hosey there in the shortstop hole with the sliding stop. But some good speed by Kidder to beat it out.
That'll bring up number 11, Caden Penning.
Now Caden Penning's up to the dish. Batting from the left-handed side. And Shockey making his way slowly out of the dugout. Talking back to his dugout. Looks like this would be the day for Duncan Hansen. Allowing the slow base hit into the shortstop. Shockey will take the ball, and a phenomenal outing from Hansen as he will go to the dugout triumphant. Responsible for the runner on first. We'll give you the pitcher coming up next here on the WTV Live Network. We'll give him time to warm up, and we'll give you his stats. Welcome back to WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Vailpeck. Thank you guys for tuning in with us here today. Top of the 4th, new pitcher in for the Warriors. It's Kyler Dubas. And we don't have any stats on him. This is his first appearance of the season on the varsity roster. Stolen base for Kidder. Chad Penning is the next batter up. Left on left action. That's why they brought him in. only hitting 167 on the year, 7 RBIs, 7 hits. And if you need the guy to get out, this is your man. That one fouled. Look out. Nearly killing a spectator on the right side. Pennings resets. Count is even at 1-1. Dubas fires. Great curveball that clips the inside of the zone. That one had some cheese on that one. 1-2. Dubas looking to get his first strikeout as a varsity baseball player. Dubas readies, fires, swung on, fouled away. Again, clipping that area just past the screen. Runner on second, Dubas swung on, driven in the air, deep into right field. Now coming in on it, and a beautiful play from Lund to finish off the inning. Dubas gets his first out as a varsity baseball player. Congratulations to him. And the Warriors get out of the inning with no runs damage. Scoreless are the Patriots through 4.
No run, 1 hit, no errors.
See, Andrew Taggy will lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Warriors.
Andrew Taggy.
Westside in full control of this game pitching. Have only managed to score 2 offensively off of a Liam Cronican homer and a Jacob Schleifer RBI single. First pitch is taken for a ball. It is 1-0. Taggy hitting 7th in the lineup, 7-8-9 due up for the Warriors, taken high for ball 2. Taggy playing receiver in football, 353 average this season, 18 hits and 51 ABs. Next pitch taken low and away, 3-0. Westside, a patient approach at the plate. Next one, Taggy really wanting that 3-0 hanger. Takes a big hack at it and misses. 3-1 the count. Next one taken for a strike. Full count now on Taggy. Pitch is fouled deep into the night sky away. It is officially dark out here at Westside. Under the lights action. Another full count offering. That one swung on deep in the left center. Sending, going back, track, wall. It is down and hits off the base of the wall. And Taggy Some confusion on the base pass. He had to hold at first. And that's about the longest single you'll see at this ballpark. As he hit one all the way to dead center field, hitting the base of the wall, and that will send the pitcher Charlie Harding packing. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network for a mound visit. Stats of the next pitcher coming up next. Harding finishes his day, allowing 2 runs and allowing 5 hits. Responsible still for the runner on second. Thank you guys for joining us here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back to WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valapek. Thank you guys for joining us here today at Warrior Field. A 2-0 lead for the Warriors. A leadoff long single by Andrew Taggy forced out Charlie Harding and brings in the new pitcher of Jackson Corey. 4.10 ERA for him. He's 1-1 on the year through 4 appearances. 13 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 8 runs, all of them earned, 16 strikeouts to 6 walks as Kai Frederick will lead it off. Runner off for second. Hit and run on. It'll move the runner to second. Frederick, so kind of a pseudo-sacrifice there. First out recorded for the Patriots. Taggy moves up to second. Hit and run put on.
Right fielder, number 12, Easton Lunn.
Easton Lunn due up next. The 9-hole hitter today for the Warriors. Made a few nice plays out in right field today with his glove. See if he can get an RBI with the bat. He takes strike 1. Westside an opportunity with another runner in scoring position. Next offering taken for a ball. As the lights going off at the soccer field, Westside leading that 4-3 in girls soccer over Millard West. One and one the count against Easton Lunn. Next offering, ground ball. Taggy will move up to third, throw to first in time for the second out. Productive out for Lunn. 2 outs as Braden Hosey will look to drive him in. Possible bunt attempt coming on with 2 outs here. See if he can get a little dinky bunt single. Hosey looking to cash in with the runner in scoring position. First pitch is high and away. We have not seen yet a wild pitch. Heck, even any ball get to the backstop. Both of these catchers have been playing phenomenal baseball. Carson Durr and CJ Shockey. Hosey 391, 21 RBIs for him this season. He is second. He's third on the team. At that one, crushed. Right field and deep. Going back. Track. Wall. Bye-bye. No, scratch that. That ball hit the base of the wall. Oh, I thought that one was gone deep into the night sky as that one hitting off the base of the wall. And Braden Hosey with a huge double to put the Warriors, giving the Warriors an extra insurance run. They're up 3-0. Boy, it looked like the right fielder thought that ball was gone, but it one hopped the wall. And now another runner in scoring position with Braden Hosey.
Number 7, Ben Everode.
Ben Everode will now look to cash in again. Westside, a run in each of the last 3 innings. Most of them coming, 2 of them coming with 2 outs. First pitch to Everode, taken outside for a ball. One 1-0 on Ben Everode. 3-0 the Warriors lead it here on Teacher Appreciation Night. Everode skies it into center field. Should be a can of corn, though, out there in center field. And making the catch is Swaney for the 3rd out. But the Warriors add on a run. They are up 3-0 going into the 5th. Top of the 5th here at Warrior Field. Westside up 3-0.
Gavin Christensen.
The 9-hole hitter, Gavin Christensen, will lead off the inning. 9-1-2 due up for Millard South as they look to cut this deficit down to a more manageable deficit or even a lead. That one taken low for a ball. Kyler Dubas out there for his 2nd inning of work. Came in last inning, got the out he needed. Recorded his 1st out as a varsity baseball player. 2-0 now. Westside, first run of the game. Kadon will lead him. Chronican bomb to left center field. In the 2nd inning, got a run in the 3rd via Jacob Schleifer with an RBI single into center field. That one taken, another ball, nearly clutched up the zone. It's 3-0. And the last run coming in the last inning with a long double from Braden Hosey. And that one is high, ball 4. So a leadoff walk to the 9-hole hitter, Christensen.
Top lineup for the Patriots. Number 23, Braden Swaney.
Braden Swaney, the Kansas State commit, looking to do some damage. Dubas, the left-handed southpaw. Pitches another ball. It's 1-0. Christensen, a good base runner over there at first base, but having to stay a little bit back due to the left-handed pickoff ability. Christensen, 2 stolen bases on the year. Next pitch. Finally called a strike. As now Shockey will go to the dish and talk to him. 5 straight balls, finally getting one called by the home plate umpire. But now dangerous territory for Kyler Dubas as he has to navigate around the top of a top 10 team in the top of their lineup. One and one, Dubas pitches it behind. Christensen off for second. Long throw down. Hosey has to go. Soren to get that. In the first wild pitch of the day by either side, conceded by Dubas and the Warriors. Up to second goes Christensen, and a runner in scoring position for the Patriots with nobody out. Swaney looked to bunt, takes it away. It's 3 and 1. Dubas in some trouble with nobody warming up down in the pen, actively throwing. Dubas will have the hand and see what the Warriors can do next. Next one, swung on and missed. Some gas battling against the Kansas State commit. Full count now against Braden Swaney. Clutch pitch here from Dubas. Foul back to the screen. Swaney battling. Sophomore against junior. Dubas shakes off one. Likes what he sees from the catcher, Shockey. Hosey holding on the runner at second. The next offering. Ball 4. Swaney will take his base. And runners on first and second as Coach Shockey will come out. And he will take out Dubas. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Dubas completes his first ever varsity appearance. We'll get you the next pitcher's stats and himself here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Vailheck. Thank you guys for joining with us today. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Vailheck. New pitcher on for Westside. Number 15 is Jacob Schleifer. 6th appearance this season. In his first 5, he's 1-0 with a 4.94 ERA. And 5 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 4 runs, all of them earned. 8 strikeouts to 5 walks, and he will have a tall task facing Logan Wick, who's batting second in this Millard South lineup. Next up is 2-3-4, the heart of the order.
Logan Wick.
Schleifer inheriting 2 runners from Dubas, looking to get out of a sticky situation. First pitch is a strike. Catching the outside edge, it's 0-1. Tying run up at the dish is Wick, playing second base today. Wayne State come in along with his middle infield partner in Apun. Popped up his bunt. A diving effort, but Hansen could not make it. 0-2 the count. Schleif readies again. Another bunt. This one put down cleanly. Throw over to first in time. Hansen makes the catch. Threw over to second. I don't think Hosey was expecting it. Made the catch nonetheless. But a sack bunt put on by Millard South and Wick. Now it'll be the 3-hole hitting Carson Durr. Committed to UNO. Will play next year at Tal Anderson. Just a couple miles away from us here at Warrior Field, down near 72nd and Center. 1-0 against Durr. Next offering, swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. 2 runners in scoring position is Christensen and Swaney. Logan Wick then bunted them over. That one outside, 2-1. This is the first pretty huge opportunity for Millard South to try to get some runs on the board. Got to at least cash in one here against Schleifer. And that one, a beautiful pitch. They are not giving it to them today. It's been barely clipping the edges or barely outside. Full count. Scratch that 3-1 against Carson Durr. Next offering popped sky high. Ranging out of play and foul towards the batting cages over on our right side. And a big pitch for Jacob Schleifer. Durr and Schleifer, both right-handed players. One of them will have a clutch play for this game. The full count offering, swung on and missed, strike 3. Huge punch out for Jacob Schleifer. And CJ Shockey with some audible emotion from behind the dish. Big out. Brady Purick looking again to make something happen for Millard South, but with 2 outs, that just made it 10 times tougher. And you can't write it any better than Schleifer that way. First one is low for a ball. Cleanup hitter for the Patriots. Wayne State commit Jackson Appon is due up next. And that one gets back to the backstop, but takes a nice hop off the wall. Runner will have to hold up at third. That's Christensen. That one with an audible bang. Next pitch is outside. 3-0. Schleifer working from behind here. Looking for something. That one, a called strike. That one just barely clipping the upper half of the zone. Purick thought he had first base. will have to battle his way there as he takes outside ball 4. 5-pitch walk to load him up. And the game-leading run due up for the Patriots. It is Jackson Appon.
The Patriots, number 2, Jackson Appon.
Pitching coach out there for Westside. Schleifer in some trouble. 2 runners on second and third are not his. They were the previous pitcher's Dubas. But for Millard South, it has been a really good inning. Their best of the day so far. They have an 0-for on the scoreboard right now. This is their best opportunity by far to get some runs in. A leadoff single and then a walk brought an end to the day of Kyler Dubas in his first appearance on varsity. A sac bunt moved him over to second and third. A clutch strikeout to knock out UNO commit Carson Durr. Got 2 outs in the inning, but a 5-pitch walk will send it to Jackson Appon, who is the leading run. But if he puts one into the gap here, this game can more definitely be tied. And overall for Millard South, it's just get somebody in, no matter the odds. First pitch, line drive over the head of Hosey. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Everroad, throw home is not in time. Throw to third is in time, and they will get the runner out at third is Perk. And they are going to call him out. There was some confusion, but long story short, the inning is over. 2 runs score for Millard South. Long story short here, 2 runs score for Millard South as they get their first 2 of the game. They're going to say 1 run? Okay, scratch that. 1 run for Millard South.
Officially, it will be 1 run off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Patriots.
Okay, then. 1 run for Millard South. I thought 2 scored there, but they got the out at third before the run scored? Okay, I'm confused on that, but we'll get you a more inclusive score update coming up next. Currently 3-1 here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network.
16, Duncan Hansen.
It is the man of the hour, Duncan Hansen, due up for the Warriors to lead off the bottom of the 5th. So a score update, it is 3-1. As Millard, South Dakota, I think, is going to go out and argue it. Right now we have a score of 3-1 in favor of Westside. I thought from up here that both runners scored before the out at third was recorded. Millard South head coach is going to go get his money's worth for it. Greg Gary pleading his case, will not get it. So 3-1 your score here from Warrior Field. A big out for Westside, getting Perk out at third. Duncan Hansen up to the dish here in the bottom of the 5th. First offering, swung on away. It is 0-1 against Hansen. 5 homers for him this season. Big threat to make it 6. If they'd just been pitching everything on the outer half of the plate, if Hansen wants something, he's going to have to go take it oppo, which he more or less has the power to do so. Next one, just missed. 2-1. So it scores 3-1 Warriors here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 count on Hansen. Nobody out, nobody on. In what has been a long game, but a pretty entertaining one, even with the scores. That one's inside 3-1. Game started really late. About 45 minutes past its original start time. 3-1. Swing and a foul ball back. Full count now on Duncan Hansen. Looking for anything that he can bat. The full count pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. First now recorded by the Patriots.
The catcher, number 21, C.J. Shockey.
C.J. Shockey next up. He's looking for anything that he can drive. First pitch taken, first strike. Shockey hitting .388. Coming into today's game, got out in his last at-bat. 1-1 the count. Next offering to Shockey, taken for a ball. 2-1. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, Warriors lead at 3-1. Next offering high inside, 3-1. Jackson Corey playing from behind here. Corey sets, fires, Shockey fly ball. And great job by Corey to knock up C.J. Shockey into a weak contact fly ball for the second out of the inning. Jacob Schleifer due up next.
Jacob Schleifer
came in to pitch, and he got out of it with only 1 run in damage. That 1 run attributed to Kyler Dubas. And what could have potentially been 2 runs, but the umpire waved off the second as the runner at third was recorded out before the second run touched home plate. 0-1 against Schleifer. Next offering swung on and missed, 0-2. Schleifer attributed 1 of the 3 RBIs today. Little drive up the middle that brought in 1. And 2 against Schleifer. His offering drive and a base hit over the head of the shortstop. A-pun. Swaney will have to go get it from center. Throw will go to first as a 2-strike single by Jacob Schleifer comes in clutch as Liam Cronican comes up next. He's already driven in a run today with his second homer of the season. Scratch it, that's his 3rd homer of the season. Courtesy runner over at first base, a pinch runner will be
Courtesy runner
Easton
number
Shockey.
9, Easton Shockey.
Speedy guy on the base paths as he has 2 stolen bases on the year. Braden Hosey and Andrew Taggy are tied for the lead in stolen bases with 10. Runner on first, 2 outs. It's the pinch runner, Shockey over there at first for Schleifer. Cronican waits, time called by Cronican, getting his rhythm a little bit knocked off. Both pitcher and batter reset. Next offering, swung on and missed. 0-1 against Cronican. Last time a player hit 2 homers in a single game was back in 2015 with Jake Myers, who now currently plays in the MLB with the Houston Astros. Next offering outside. Westside had pretty good history and pretty good recent history of MLB baseball players, especially for a high school in Nebraska. Some notable names such as Darren Ruff, who had a phenomenal 2021 season with the Giants. Jake Myers, who's currently playing in the majors. Matt Waldron, one of a few knuckleballers in the league. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. One and 2. That one swung on and knocked away. It is 1 and 2, 2 outs. Runner at first. That one gets away. Runner moving up to second in Shockey. 2 and 2 the count. Cronican with a runner in scoring position could knock in the 4th run of the night for the Warriors. 2 and 2. Corey delivers. Ground ball. Hopped over to third baseman. Long throw over to first. Not in time. The throw gets away. Cronican in second. Shockey will score. Warriors up 4-1. Oh, and a big turn of events here in Westside, as they get that run right back that Millard South got in the top half of the inning. And they have scored 4 runs in 4 straight innings.
Number 3, Andrew Taggy.
Andrew Taggy looks to drive in another RBI. First pitch to him. Swung on deep into the left center gap. That ball is going to drop. And one hop off the base of the wall. It went halfway up the wall, and another double for Andrew Taggy. Shotgunning over at second base. It is 5-1 Warriors as they have put the brakes on. Coach Shockey giving him some love as the Warriors on the way to their 20th win of the season.
Number 13, Kai Frederick.
Kai Frederick looking to do some more damage. First pitch taken outside, ball 1. Westside jumping on all of these first pitches. One and 0 the count against Kai Frederick as he takes it away again. Ball 2, 2-0. 2-0. Frederick fouls it back 2-1. Westside looking with a win tonight will have their first 20-win season since 2018. Last time Westside made it to state was in 2022. They had Dalton Bargo on that team who committed to Tennessee, currently at NC State. Even he couldn't lead the Warriors to a 20-win season, and right now, under first-year head coach Jason Shockey, it is looking likely that the Warriors will reach that threshold and possibly more. They have accomplished more than anybody in the whole entire country expected, coming off an 11-15 season and under a first-year head coach. No doubt Coach Shockey had a lot of experience at Bellevue West, but I didn't even think he could turn around the Warriors this fast, and he has done a spectacular job as the Warriors head coach, bringing in some good talent and bringing in a great culture. Everybody on this team raves about Coach Shockey's culture as that one popped foul. 3-2 the count against Kai Frederick, and it has resulted in this. They are currently the only team that's knocked off Lincoln East, who are the defending state champions. And all of that culminated currently 19-2 and number 1 in the state, including a Frank Ryan Invitational Championship and a Metro Championship, their first since 2015. Next offering, a great pitch. Slider got him, strike 3, and that will be it for the inning. But the Warriors tack on 2 more. Westside up 5-1 going to the top of the 6th. Owen Quakenbush leading off the inning for Millard South. First pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0. Top of the 6th, Westside 6 outs away from winning, barring any action in the bottom half of the inning to get them up 10 runs. Jacob Schleifer still out there. Next offering, swung on, driven, foul. Great contact, just pulled it. 1-1. One and one against Quakenbush. Another ball, 2-1. Westside has scored in 4 consecutive innings, including 2 in the last frame. The 2-1 fouled back to the screen. It's 2-2. Count evened up at 2-2. Another pitch. Taken away. It's 3-2. Full count. Both of these teams have managed to work all of these counts to most of them full as that one runs in and hits Quakenbush. He'll take his base with a hit by pitch. He looks all right though. He'll walk it off.
That brings the plate number 27, Garrett Kitterer.
Garrett Kitterer will step in next.
And turning away number 10, Zach Vazorek.
First pitch taken for a strike. Oh and 1. Next pitch taken for swung on and missed. Strike 2. Schleifer settling in. 0 and 2. Teacher Appreciation Night here at Warrior Field. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon. Caden Pennings due up next. Lowest batting average in the starting lineup today for Millard South. First pitch outside, 1-0. Nonetheless, Penning has done a great job today, working counts, getting on base a couple of times today. Pick off back to first base, not in time. Still 1-0 the count. Quick pitch, outside 2-0. Westside, a couple players down there in the bullpen, not warming up though. 2-0 against Pennings. Batting from the left-handed side against the right-handed pitching Schleifer. That one finally called a strike. Took him enough time to get one to catch the zone. It's 2-1. Next pitch swung on and missed. 2-2. Schleifer, one strike away from getting out of a poor situation against Pennings. Two offering. Ball 3. Schleifer came into the day third highest ERA on the team with nearly a 5 ERA. Has came in with a tough situation, locked stuff down in the 5th inning, but has walked back-to-back batters.
That brings to the plate number 14, Gavin Christensen.
Gavin Christensen, the 9-hole hitter, as a pinch runner will go on first base. Eli Goldsberry will be over there.
Pinch running will be number 1, Goldsberry.
Christensen with 2 ducks on the pond. If he gets on base here with the bases loaded, grand slam will tie it with the top of the order looming over the heads of Westside. Braden Swaney, the Kansas State commit, due up in the top of the lineup after Christensen. First offering taken for a strike, and it is important to get those first pitch strikes. Next one, driven into right field. That ball will drop in for a base hit. Oh, and a slip out in right field by one. One run will score, and a double for Christensen. Easton Lund was gearing up for a throw home, and he slipped. So 1 out, two runners in scoring position. A run scores for the Patriots. And all of a sudden, things get real interesting with Swaney as the tying run.
Number 23, Sweeney.
Schleifer in some danger and now has to just play protect mode as he is seeing him to be funked up. He is looking for anything for a lifesaver to get him out of this situation. Nobody up in the bullpen. So this will be Schleif's game to lock down. The 1-0. Just catches the edge. 1-1. Top 10 matchup here at Warrior Field. Westside as the 1 seed and Millard South as the 6. Next one taken for a strike. 1-2. How big would a strikeout be here for Jacob Schleifer? Right on left action. Swaney committed to Kansas State. Looking to make a dent here in this Westside lead. Taken outside 2-2. Millard South, 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Westside, 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Schleifer sets, fires, outside, full count. And you can just see the presence of Brandon Swaney crowding the plate, forcing Schleifer off the mound, trying to run him off. Full count. Schleifer's payoff pitch. Low. Ball 4. Swaney takes his base, and the bases are loaded with the tying run on first and Logan Wick due up. Shockey will come out of the dugout. And we will have a pitching change in effect here. Schleif will take a seat, and the new pitcher coming in next. We'll get you his stats coming up next here on the WTV Live Network. Bases loaded, 1 out. Westside up 5-2 here in the top of the 6th. Millard South threatening. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Vailovic. Thank you guys for tuning in with us here today at Warrior Field, a top 10 matchup between the number 6 seeded Millard South Patriots and the number 1 ranked Westside Warriors. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Bases are loaded. Millard South already a run across. Andrew Taggy is the new pitcher to try to lock things down. 1-0 through 2 appearances and a 1.62 ERA through 4 1/3 innings. Only allowed 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks for him this season. All 3 runners on base are Jacob Schleifer, so if all 3 of them score, that will be added to his earned run total. Logan Wick will come up to the dish. Battle of the 3s to Andrew Taggy and Logan Wick. In a big at-bat with 3 runners on the pond, including 2 in scoring position. Logan Wick would technically beat the leading run if he can get on base or, heck, even hit a grand slam here. First pitch, skied high. going towards foul ground. Hansen runs out of room. That one goes just behind the dugout to foul ball. Wicca and Taggy will reset 0-1 the count. Anything into the outfield will most likely score 2 here unless of a beautiful throw by any of the outfielders. Next one, ground ball. They'll go to third for the first out. Throw to first. Not in time. Oh, a miscue. And correction, that runner was already out. Kai Frederick went over to the bag, thought he made a smart play. The runner will be out at third.
Number 12, Carcenter.
So it is now 5-3 in favor of Millard, in favor of Westside. Still runners on first and second. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. So the runner from third scores. The runner from second out on a force by Kai Frederick. Swaney at second. And Wick at first. Ball is low. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Warriors 4 outs away from victory, but they have to get all 4 of those outs are going to have to be toughly earned. Carson Durr is up. He's the 3-hole hitter and committed to UNO. That one smoked. Hosey plays it off the short hop. Smart throw to go to second. And what a defensive play by Braden Hosey to get out of the inning. Kind of a half-dive shortstop play. Made the correct decision to go to second and get the out. Clutch plays by Braden Hosey. But still, though, Millard South gets 2 runs. And the Warriors lead cut by 2, 5-3, going to the bottom of the 6th. Westside looking to get some insurance. New pitcher in for Millard South. Brody Balkovic will come in relief here in the 6th inning to limit the Warriors, with them up 5-3 going to the bottom of the 6th, looking to get some insurance. Balkovic 2-1, has the most appearances by any pitcher on the South staff with 10, 3.87 ERA during that time. And in that time, pitching 12 2/3 of inning, allowing 20 hits, 12 Ks to 5 strikeouts, and 9 runs, with 7 of them earned. Easton Lund will lead off the inning for Westside as he looks at a beautiful curveball in the middle of the zone for a strike. Next offering to Lund, taken outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Lund, the best hitter on the team by batting average, came into the day hitting .406. Out 1, taking low, ball 2. With a minimum of about 40 plate appearances, .406 average, he has 13 hits in 32 ABs. scoring 20 runs himself. 2-2, the count evens up on the foul ball. Only 8 RBIs and only 3 doubles, counting for his 3 extra base hits. Not a big power guy, but definitely a speedster and a big threat to get on base. 2-2. Chopper over to third. Long throw. Beats one to the bag. About a half step ahead. 1 out. And the lineup card turns over. Braden Hosey up next.
Top lineup for the Warriors. Number 10, Braden Hosey.
Hosey, last at bat, RBI double, hit one all the way to the wall out in right field. Hit it off the wall, nearly homered for his second one of the year, but settled for an RBI double. First one is outside for a ball. Hosey, a big 5-tool athlete committed to Lindenwood. His dad, Dwayne, played in the MLB for a couple of years as Hosey with a single up the middle. Hosey, 10 stolen bases on the year for him. He's tied with Andrew Taggy for the most.
Up next for the Warriors, number 7, Ben Everroad.
Ben Everroad next up. First offering taken inside for a ball. 1-0 against Everroad. Hosey over at first. 1 out. Always a threat to steal. And he's off. Hit and run. Everroad out into left field, right field. It's caught. And Hosey is halfway between second and third base, and he is doubled up as that is the end of the inning. So a clutch double play for Millard South. No runs on 1 hit. Westside 3 outs away from victory here in the top of the 7th. Top of the 7th. Westside 3 outs away from victory. Millard South needs 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead, and force extras.
Number 7, Brady Purick.
Brady Purick will lead it off, the cleanup hitter today for Millard South. It is 4-5-6. So a pretty good part of the order for Millard South to be in at this moment in time. First pitch is a ball. Tying run without any outs would be Rowan Quakenbush. Owen Quakenbush, excuse me. Next pitch is a ball. It's 2-0. Taggy on to close it down. Westside's usual pitcher, Peyton Wayne, went over pitch limit in the Metro Tournament against Miller North on Saturday, so he is ineligible to play. Next pitch is a strike. It's 2-1. Taggy sets. Fires. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two. Swung on, driven in the air, left center field. Everroad converges with Tana out there in center. Everroad, the left fielder, will make the catch for the first out.
Number 2, Jackson Apen.
Jackson Appen, next batter up, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Warriors 2 outs away from taking victory in their 20th win of the season through 22 games. Line drive on it was a grounder foul, 0-1. And this game has been kind of a doozy here tonight. Game started 45 minutes later than what was expected due to the JV game running a little late. That one reached over the time limit. The Warriors JV one pulled that one out. That one strike 2. They did a pregame ceremony with the teachers, giving them appreciation. It's Teacher Appreciation Day here at Warrior Field, so a lot of them came out. 54 were recognized. That took about 10 minutes to do, and then 20 minutes to warm up. Game didn't start till about 7:45 as the ball gets the count to 1-2. And after that, the Warriors took control early, getting up 4-0, giving up a run, 3-0, giving up a run to make it 3-1, scoring 2, and then allowing 2 to make it 5-3. Count evened up at 2-2. Taggy, readies, sets, fires. The ball crushed, foul. Far and gone away. 2-2. Highlight of the night so far, Liam Cronican blasting his 3rd homer of the season out into left center, into the parking lot out there, giving the Warriors their first run of the game. At 1 high. Full count now. A great job by Appen to work this from an 0-2 to a full count. Let's see if he can pay it off with the base on balls or a hit. Taggy fires, swung on, fouled away, and Apen will not give up on this at bat. Tying run on deck is in the hands of Owen Quakenbush. Leading run would be after him and Garrett Ketterer. Taggy's offering just outside that one. A 50-50 call. And ball 4 will allow the runner to take his base. Quakenbush due up next. Stoppage in play here. Getting some situation sorted out by the home plate umpire. One out, one on.
Owen Quakenbush.
Owen Quakenbush, the tying run up. Pigoff back to first. Taggy wasn't fully set on the mound, but wow. Well, Appen was getting away from the bag, got back in safely. Next offering, fouled back off the mask of CJ Shockey. He already committed catcher's interference earlier in the game. Westside looking to add on to their win streak to make it 13 games in a row. Most of those games in the wins have come against top 10 opponents, including Lincoln East, couple games against Millard North, Elkhorn South, Westview. It has been Lincoln Southwest, it has been a fruitful few days for the Westside Warriors. Ground ball back up the middle. Hosey running to grab it. Quick play over to first in time. And a 6-3 put out for Braden Hosey. Runner moved to second, but the out more important. Westside 1 out away from winning. Millard South looking to tie this one up, make their win streak 2. They beat Omaha North yesterday, 19-2. Before that, lost to Elkhorn South in the Metro Championship Tournament, 7-1. But they have won 4 out of their last 5. First pitch, beautiful curveball for a strike. Taggy looking to slam the door on Millard South. Kitterer looking to keep them alive. Next offering, strike 2. One more strike away from victory. Everybody rises to their feet on the Westside side. Taggy, sets, fires. That ball swung on in the air center field. Hannah under it. And that will do it. Westside wins the day and wins it over Millard South 5-3 in another top 10 win for the Warriors. And they improved to a record of 20-2 on the year. And what a huge win this has been, and what a historic season it has been for the Warriors. Millard South falls to 12-8 on the year. It has been a beautiful season for Westside. Going through the game, Westside scoring 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth to go up 3-0, going to the 5th. Gave up a run in the 5th. It was 3-1 going to the bottom half of the 5th. They scored 2. Millard South then responded with 2 of their own. But Westside closes the proverbial door on Millard South. And a beautiful game it has been. So we thank you guys for tuning in here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valapek. We'll be back next Monday when Westside takes on Lincoln Standing Bear on their senior night. Then Tuesday, a marquee matchup. You do not want to miss that, as Westside will face Millard North, a rematch of the Metro Conference Championship Tournament. Thank you guys again for tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday evening, and we hope you have a great rest of your night and a great next day. Have a great night, everybody.